I'll introduce myself as Sihame El Kawakibi. I'm a Belgian-Moroccan woman, 32 years already. I'm educated in a master in educational science, so education is in my heart. It's also the core of what I do and why I'm doing this. I'm an entrepreneur. They call me here a serial social entrepreneur. Quite funny because the word social entrepreneur, I've learned it while my program with the US Embassy in the US in 2014. I have different kind of projects in Antwerp, and I started as well in MLMB, but we always have the same message: let's invest today in the people of tomorrow. In 2014, I've followed a individual leadership programs, how I call it, and I was blessed actually to be one of the chosen ones, because it really opened a whole new world. Until 2014, I only knew this small village called Boom and this great city called Antwerp. And in 3 weeks, I had the chance to meet like 50 organizations or people from organizations in Washington, New York, LA, in Oklahoma, Tulsa. That was very special, by the way. But it was so nice to see how the vision that I still have, and the work that I do was so much appreciated in the US. I really experienced like the American dream, like, no, here people believe in me, they don't know me. Wow, okay, they convinced me that the vision I had and the way I was working on my why, that it was the right thing to do. And that's where I learned what it is, a social entrepreneur. That's where I learned that telling your story and being focused on your story and on your impact is so important. But I also learned that they found it very extraordinary, actually, that I worked with privileged and underprivileged people, that I worked with more than 90 ethnical backgrounds, that I worked with school dropouts and PhDs in one group, so that I really worked in a very, very inclusion way that actually is the best evidence that young people are colorblind when it comes to talent and when it comes to the things that connect us, without ignoring our differences, embracing our differences and celebrating our differences. So it really helped me, it gave me a boost to come back to Belgium and say, I am somebody, let's go. Yeah. My passion is really creating things. If I see a challenge, I'm the first one to do this and say, okay, what can we do about it? Not talking about it, but let's try, let's fix it, let's do this. It's my passion to create, it's my passion to give keys, and these keys are actually giving my network to others, to use my network to create an ecosystem. My identity is a layered identity. We all have a layered identity, and for me it's being a Belgian, Moroccan, a Muslim, a woman, an entrepreneur, a teacher, a sister, a daughter, of course an employer, a role model for so many. But my identity has been challenged when I was a teenager, being born labeled underprivileged, today very privileged, in 32 years. It's so challenging as a teenager to be recognized in these different layers. And we forgot that, I mean, I am bicultural, and we forget that we are different things. And being stigmatized just because of one layer of your identity is really hard, because belonging, a sense of belonging is so important when you're developing your layered identity. So that's key in my identity, being recognized in my different layers. Yeah. In order to reach my goals and making myself unnecessary, I really want to focus on education. Our system is generating an inequality. Education should be the most democratic system. But we have people who don't start equal, but we have to get them all at the finish line. Whether you wear Adidas, whether you wear Abibas in the beginning, we all need to, to race towards that finish line. So we need to invest in these teachers to be prepared for these minority cities, for these super diverse classrooms with all these individual souls who have talent, who have personalities, who have dreams, and troubles and worries. We need to have the best. We need to have champs in front of the classroom. That's what every child deserves.